Um, thanks for coming. Beth, go ahead. I know you're probably at lunch break. Beth's on lunch break, so she can eat. Is anyone else finishing school like Robin is with her kids? And now she's heading into summer school. Oh my gosh. Hoku, it's her first day of vacation. Yeah. Even though you're not going anywhere, just relaxing or not having that normal schedule. It's nice. Okay. Last week we did a little bit of connection. This week we're heading into some topics. So we're going to talk about social media. What do you guys think? Is that something, do you have a love-hate relationship with social media? Is that something that you thrive in? Is it something that's a skill that you need to develop? Beth, hate it and like it. Carrie's not on social media. Okay. LOL. Do you hate it or love it? Yeah. I think it kind of depends on your personality. I think for me with social media, it's easy to talk on there just because it's natural. And that's probably just my personality. And love-hate relationship balance, tries to limit it. Yeah. Okay. I mean, the fact that, Ilana, the fact that you know that you want to balance it, thank you, Kalinda. I'll see you. The fact that you guys are trying to balance it is good because you're really aware of like what is healthy, what is your limits. You're being aware of your mental health, right? Okay. Now let's talk about social media for your business. Where are you at in social media for your biz? Alyssa says she got all her business through social media, but she hates that she's posting for what others want to see. You want to feel like you feel like you're not being as authentic anymore, and that's why you stopped posting. Did you recently stop posting, or that was when you stopped posting in the past? Really? I love your posts. Well, I can see what you're saying though, because you want to post, according to like what you feel and what you want to share. I feel like I do that though with my personal page, but with business, because there's a point to it. I mean, it does make sense that you want to post according to what people want to see, right? With business, with oils. And so I think social media is did you want to talk, Alyssa? Yeah. I think with business.
My headset, you can't hear. Sorry, my son's watching some kind of Fortnite thing in the back. But no, I think like, oh hi, okay, thank you. I think what with everything happening, recently, that I just felt weird. Like, okay, nobody wants to see, or like, nobody's like come out and said anything to be like, oh, why are you still posting stuff? Or like, I'm not talking about current events, so get off. That's kind of what I feel like right now. So I just have kind of been like, okay, I'll just not share. And then it's like, if you're quiet, then there's something wrong. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what do I do? So I think that's what I mean, is like, other people want you to have a certain voice. And then it's like, okay, but then that's not my voice anymore. And not that oh man, I'm gonna go on a tangent, but I do support what's happening. I don't have something to say every second of the day though, if that makes sense. So I feel like, I don't know, I just feel shame to share anything anymore.
I hear you. And I mean, the fact that you're being mindful of other people and the current events is huge. And I think just keep going on with you can post things and still being mindful about that. And maybe you're not like bam, 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 bye, 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 bye. But, every couple posts, maybe you refer to what's going on, but in a sense of like, as a business side, what's going on. And these are the oils that are helping me, because you're coming from a place of like, I know you guys need me too. Like, I know that you guys could use oils too. And them not like how some of the girls are saying, yeah, they're saying, that some people need that break. And okay, so me personally, I just released that diffuser jewelry collection, right? And it was so debatable on like if we should even release it, because we were supposed to be like kind of silent till the 7th or so. And we debated on it, and we are just like, you know what, at the end of the day, like if we can use this to help, then let's still release it and donate this and bring awareness here with putting a Black owned business list in each package, just things like that. And but I think that you're being aware of the current events still. And so a week later, Mahina Made, I'm sure you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw my post, but Mahina Made released this huge collection. And they launched, and they just sold out and everything. And for me, it wasn't about me like doing my business side. It was me like so excited about another business and a product, and to buy and to set my alarm and all that. And so what I took away from that experience was that we all still need the things. Like we all still want to be part of normal life, and it doesn't always have to be solely centered around current events and the government and Black Lives Matter and all those things. We can be mindful of it and conscious of it, but we don't have to feel bad about posting normal life, and continuing to educate on essential oils, because this is our business, this is our job, this is our purpose, and we're like, we want to help people, and people do need people do need that help. Beth, I think everyone should literally just do whatever the hell they want on Insta. These are personal accounts, they're ours. If people don't agree with or want you to do something too bad, no, it's not too nuts, and they can unfollow, exactly like Kaylin said, a simple unfollow or block if you don't like what you see. So yeah, I hear you guys. I hear what you're saying, the mindfulness and not wanting to like feel insensitive or people to feel like you're being insensitive towards the world. But at the end of the day, your people know you. And if they know you're not an insensitive person, and they know that you care and you have your heart, and you're truly just here showing up to shed a little bit of light, then keep doing you, right? Okay. You guys are so funny. Kareen, oh my gosh. No, people are bashing people. Oh gosh. Please like take a break if you guys need to. Sorry, I need to plug my computer. Please take a break from social media if you guys need to. And then also stick up for others who are getting bashed for like either not posting or like posting a photo with not enough explanation. I see a lot of celebrities getting bashed. Like, oh gosh, so horrible. Remember why you're here, and keep doing you, and try not to worry too much. Yeah. You guys, crazy. Okay. So back to social media for your biz. Do you guys feel okay enough, or how are you guys feeling about posting education, oil education, right now in this time? Well, let me know. I follow a few people who aren't in our team, whether they're a high rank in doTERRA or they're a cross-line sister. And when I see their doTERRA educational posts, I love it. Like, it's so refreshing, because it's not just what's going on. It's, hey, these are oils I'm using. Or, did you know that you can do this diffuser blend? I'm like, yes, right? Like, we can't change the world. We can't, be a part of current events if we're not taking care of ourselves. And so I think that message coming across to your customers and your prospects is important, coming from there of, we can get sucked into current events and putting all our energy into knowledge and education and understanding. At the end of the day, we can't make a difference if we're not taking care of ourselves and our health and our kids, right? And our families and our mental health, our emotional health. So remember that as you guys are posting and sharing about oils. Yeah. My strategies, is that what you're talking about? Like how I just shared? Strategies for, sorry. Chat is moving too fast. Okay. What I wanted to share with you guys was, I actually got requested to do a little social media talk with you from one of our leaders, Alexis. And I did. She was like, more training on social media? And I was like, okay, well, let me just share with you that there is social media training on my on our builders page, glowdropsociety.com. If you go to the builders page, all of your wellness advocates, it's password protected because it's exclusive to our team, my support to our team. And the password is I am golden. And so you'll see these different social media trainings that we've done. 2 of them were with Ilikea, who is one of the wellness advocates on our team. And she was doing a lot of social media at that point, but now she's shifted to her energy and building her doTERRA business. And that's awesome. We did record them. And so we talk about how to brand yourself on social media in this one. We talk about, I go through how to take flat shots and what apps to use to make graphics and all that. And then, and this one's more about how to be authentic. Okay. So if you guys want to watch these back, otherwise, what do you guys want me to share with you? What do you want me to, I can even just share some of the stuff that's in these trainings. What do you guys want to talk about?
Hey, Ash, I have a
Yeah.
question.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Any tips? Because I am not used to doing IG lives. They changed it, so I'm like lost whenever I tried to do a live, and it was very uncomfortable. Any tips for people who want to go live?
Yes. They did change it, right? You can't like share it to your story now. Like you can either save it to your phone or post it to IGTV after you finish the live. Yeah, it is available. I just did a live a couple days ago with my daughter. It's my best tips. Let me just share with you my experience. The first time that I went live was in a team setting on a Facebook group in Isla Love Team, or was it Trinity? I can't remember. And they were like, Ashley, will you share this oil on this day? And we were doing like a rainbow theme. So I was green and I was talking about forgive, the emotions wheel of forgive. And it was so freaking scary. So scary to push the live button and you're live and everyone's looking at you, whether there's no one or not. It is so freaking scary. And I was shaking so much. I breathed a lot of oils and they told me all you need to do is read from the book. Open up the page to Forgive Oil, whatever oil you want to talk about or a product, and read from the book. Hi, my name is so-and-so. I'm here to talk to you about this product or this topic, and I'm just going to read from the book. People don't take time sometimes to stop and read their book. So sometimes you sharing a thought or you sharing a product with someone over live and they take the time to watch, it helps them learn something, even if you're just reading from the book. Okay? At the end of that live, of course, say thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. At the end of that live, I promised myself I would never go live again. Never, ever again. But something in it fueled me to be like, okay, if I did that, I can do it again. And the feedback that you get from people, just the fact that anyone watched, even just one, if one person watched, it made a difference for them and they learned something new. And then you use that purpose to fuel you to do it again. My best tips on even just teaching classes on going live is to feel confident. So put on whatever outfit, your hair, your makeup, whatever you need to do to feel a little more confident about yourself, because that's the one thing you don't want to worry about is how you look while you're going live. As you're speaking, before you turn it on, maybe write out. So I have right here, I wrote like little notes on a little section of this to-do list, what I wanted to go over today with you guys. And so if you write that there and you have it right next to your phone or your computer, and you make sure that, you know, even if you go on, you stop and you're like, oh yeah, okay, this is what I want to talk about. This is what I wanted to talk about. And so you get through those points. When you turn it on, get through the points. And in my mind, I'm reminding myself, don't ramble. Don't ramble. Remember, be straight to the point. Talk to the people. Be super authentic and be you. The best thing you can do is share from experience. And as far as talking, talk clear. Talk super clear. If you need to, at the end, watch it over and see, not criticize yourself, but evaluate a little bit. What did I do good? What could I work on? A lot of our work-ons is talk clear, talk softer, don't say too many times, right? You never realize how many times you say until you rewatch your own video. So I think one of the best tips I can share with you is talk clear. Don't talk too fast and try not to say too much. My father-in-law when he did a speech at our wedding, I asked him, I was like, how are you such a good speaker? He's like, he's good. I'm like, geez Louise, I wish I could talk like that. And he brings in the emotion, and he goes, if you forget your thought, or you get stuck, or whatever it is, instead of saying pause. There is nothing wrong with a pause. And I go, okay. So there's a little tip for you. If you get stuck, or you don't know what to say, or you're like, where was I? Just pause. 1 second, 2 seconds. It doesn't distract them, doesn't distract your viewers, your audience. It just helps them to kind of like, okay, focus a little bit and maybe think about what you just said. So it's all good. My voice is soothing in recordings and lives. Thanks, you guys. A lot of practice. And the only way, like I share in our classes, I didn't teach a class like this in the very beginning. It's the experience. So the more that you do a live, the more that you teach a class, the more that you do a phone call, lifestyle overview, just don't criticize yourself after it. Just evaluate a little bit and then remind yourself of what you want to do better. Okay. What makes you, I said, what makes you guys confident when you step in front of the camera? Is it, wearing a shirt that you like, a color that makes you look good? Is it brushing your hair, putting on makeup? Okay. Britt said makeup. Awesome. Anuhea said filter. Perfect. When you identify what's going to make you feel a little bit more confident, then take care of that. So you don't have to worry too much about that part. You're just worrying about your message and what you're sharing. Like I said, authenticity, sharing from experience, talking to people and addressing them. Even engagement, ask them a question. Like when I came on, I was like, how are you guys? How is your week going? Tell me about your social media. Do you love hate, right? Interacting. Even if you guys aren't like talking back to me, you're still chatting a little bit. When you go live, people can comment. You can even announce when you're going to go live. And in your story, say, hey, join me live Tuesdays at 9 a.m. right here on this page. Britt, you're so funny. Hold on. And then if you want to get extra engagement, you could always post a question. What do you want to hear about in our live? Our topic is blank. Our topic is oils for babies. Our topic is the basics of oils. Our topic is DIY essential oils, essential oil DIY. And people they might ask questions. If they don't, ask yourself, what would I want to know if I was joining my own conversation? Or what do I want to share with them? Britt said, what if no one is on live? That's okay, because it's going to post and people will eventually see it. That said, text the group and we'll jump on so that we can support you. Exactly. Good idea. We would do that. Okay. Social media. So when Alexa said, can you talk about how to be authentic on social media and how to share and how to talk authentically? It literally is talking to your audience, talking to them, engaging with them, and sharing from experience. If you want to share an oil and you don't know what it is, one of my highest selling months and weeks was during BOGO week. And I want to share with you how I authentically shared those oils live. So during BOGO week, a couple years ago, I think I hit the rank of platinum that month. That entire week, I shared with my followers, I'm going to go live every day at 9, or I think it was 8 a.m. So every day at 8 a.m., I brought up the camera, I went live, and I was like, good morning. If I was nervous, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm so nervous, but I'm going to use this oil and let's see if it works, whatever, right? I came to talk to you about this BOGO today. Today's BOGO is buy one blank, get one blank. These are my favorite oils and this is how I use it. I would go through that. But if I didn't know how to use that oil, straight up, I don't know how to use this oil, but I'm really excited about today's BOGO. I don't even have this oil, so I'm gonna get it. But let me share with you how we can use this. Bust open the book. And so I just read through. And I think that's being authentic. It's sharing with people, this is a great BOGO deal. I don't have this oil, but I'm excited about it. Let's learn how to use it together. Right? Okay. What are my thoughts on separate oil pages? It's totally up to you. In the past, if you asked me 2 years ago, I would say don't do it unless you absolutely need to. 2 years ago, that's what I would say. Especially I didn't build my business on social media in the very beginning of my business. I share that all the time. Not until I was a silver rank. It was literally me launching my business with my names list of all the people I knew, my close friends, my close family, having 3 classes in my house, my launch month, and getting all of them to these classes. Those who said they couldn't make it, I'd invite them to my next class, right? The following month, my next class list. And so that was me texting or calling or emailing my close family and friends. When I first started this business, we weren't really using, wellness advocates in general, weren't really using Instagram too much to build doTERRA. And the generation was a little bit older, so like the 50, 60-year-olds, and they were building on Facebook. So in our Isla Love team, if I remember correctly, I might have been one of the first ones that started to build on social media, on Instagram, and really utilize social media to get the word out and to educate and all of that. So when I became a silver rank, I started to use my personal page more to talk about oils. And I think that I would have kept it if I did not have Gold Drop Shop. Even to this day, I don't know if I would create a whole separate page. If you have a love-hate relationship with social media and posting on your personal page is already a lot, if you think about it in that way, do you have the energy to post on 2 different pages? Or is it going to overwhelm you? Right? So if you ask me this question today, should you have a separate oil page? I'm going to say it's up to you, just because times have changed. And now we're like making our own business names and our team names. I promise you that wasn't really something that was happening when I first started this business. Even when I made my Gold Drop Society name, my upline didn't have her own group name yet. Isla Love had her own group name. And so I had this group name. I almost feel like I went a little rogue. I entered this team, this Isla Love team, and I'm like, I'm going to have a shop. I'm going to have Gold Drop Society as my team name. And everyone's like, why are you making a team name? And you're building on Instagram? I'm like, yeah, why not? This is my language. Like, Instagram was kind of my language, right? I actually had a pretty good following on my personal page, right? So sorry, back to the question. If you're asking me, should you have a separate oil page? If it's not heavy, if it's not going to overwhelm you, if you can keep up with 2 different pages, but also, what is your reason? I'm sorry, I'm not reading the chat. And if you think the reason, if you're going to say the reason is, I don't want my personal followers to get overwhelmed with my sorry, I'm trying to read the chat. Okay. If you're thinking I need to create a personal page because you start to feel a little insecure about, oh, I don't want to bombard my personal followers with oils, then don't bombard them. Every post you make doesn't have to be about oils, right? It doesn't have to be. And when you're spending individual time with your customers, then you don't need to be posting on social media all the time anyway, right? So in these trainings here that are on this page, we kind of talk about that, we have that topic and that conversation. And so what I share, what my advice is you can have your personal page. And what you do is you have these pillars that are important to you. What makes up your life? You know, you want to talk about and post about being a mom. You want to talk about your kids and their development. You want to talk about your doTERRA business, being a businesswoman. You're passionate about local owned businesses and sharing their products. And you're passionate about sharing the education of essential oils. See how that's 5 different topics, but it all makes you And so when you're posting on your personal page of these 5 different topics, just change them up. You know, when you're doing an Instagram post, one post, maybe you want to post 3 times a week or 2 times a week or whatever it is. There is a strategy to this. And so if you can take anything away from this call, make a plan of your social media. Don't overthink it, but I think making a plan because you have a business is going to be beneficial to your business. So make a plan. Do you want to post 3 times a week? Okay. Then post, you know, a picture of your family and talk about, you know, what's going on with them. And then your next post a picture of your fruits and vegetables in a bowl of water and a bottle of lemon oil and say, I washed my fruits and vegetables with doTERRA lemon. Lemon has these benefits. It makes my mom life easier, or my hard working life easier, or whatever you want to say about it. And you're sharing an experience of how you've used oils that week, or whatever it is, right? Or how you used oils. Then maybe your next post is about being a business owner and how you manage your doTERRA business and your personal life. Okay? If you're doing Instagram stories, what you can do is announce to your followers, I want to teach you about oils. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, my stories are going to be about oils. If you'd like to join me live on Tuesdays at 9. And so that way you're being communicative and you're being clear to your followers so that they know, those of them who like don't really care about oils, whatever, then just don't read my story on Tuesdays and Thursdays and don't join me live on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. But those of you who are like interested and want to learn, they're going to come and see you and listen to your stories on Tuesday, Thursday, and listen to your live on Tuesdays at 9. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have to create 2 pages in order to teach people how to use oils. And the cool thing about your personal page is that even though someone doesn't really want to see your oils, they're getting kind of brainwashed, but they're seeing the oils pop up. And one day when they're ready, they're going to tune in on Tuesdays and Thursdays and you're live on whatever, Tuesday at 9 a.m. Or they're going to know, you know, a lot of people, when they have a breakthrough or like when they need an answer, like, oh, you know, this is real. My cousin, her baby got diagnosed with cancer. I've reached out to her so many times over the past 4 years of doing this business. I post on social media all the time, right? She knows I'm that oil lady. She came straight to me. So when people have something come up and they need the answers, they need the oils, they are interested, they know that they're going to come to you because they see you talking about the oils and you've stepped into, I'm that oil lady. I'm that oil man for Isaiah over there. I'm the oil guy, right? Okay. Any questions? Sometimes you leave me on read. Again, planting seeds. And also, when you make a separate page, there's not going to be that much people that are seeing it when it's a brand new page. And the only people that will be seeing it are the people that eventually follow. It's not bad to have 2, but make sure that you're transitioning here. Hey, I created a separate page just for essential oil education. Follow me on this page, and this is what you can expect from that page. Okay? Isaiah's friends are calling him the oil guy. I love that. Okay? So yeah, make sure you transition people to there, and that, you know, the people that are following. Remember though, the content that you're making there, you might only have 10, eventually 100 people seeing that. Whereas if you have a bigger following on your personal page and you just, again, be communicative and clear, and you're not posting about oils every single day, then yeah, I mean, it might be overwhelming for your friends and your family who don't want that every day, right? They want to see you. They want to see your family. They want to know what's going on in your life and how you're killing it in your day job and your doTERRA business and all of the above. And hey, I use oils and I want to share that with you. So you'll see me post about it only on this day or only once in a while. And if you want to learn more about oils, your opportunity is DM me, text me, come to my next class. The communication, the clarity, the transition. Okay. Corinne, you have some good tips. Do you want to talk? Want to share a little bit?
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me mute my TV.
You guys are awesome.
I mean, I was pretty much kind of going off in the chat right now, just kind of sharing all my tips. So, I mean, I remember in the beginning, everyone was literally saying, like, don't start another Instagram page. Like, I remember you were like, I didn't have mine till I hit silver, but I was like, no, but I like Instagram pages, so I'm just gonna do it. And like, I was all about branding myself from the beginning, which I mean, you don't have to worry about doing that, but just from watching the social media series, I really wanted to find my niche and who I wanted to relate to. So that's why I created another Instagram page. And to be honest, in the very beginning, it is pretty sad because, you know, you're still trying to find your followers on that page. Nobody's really engaging with you on there. But, you know, the more you share on there, the more consistent you are, the more your Instagram algorithm will pop up so that other people can see. So, I mean, I just kept, you know, posting and kind of using my personal page to direct people to my oil page. So I would share like, oh, this is what I got in my LRP order, like take a picture of it, put it on my personal page. But if they wanted to know how to use what I got in my LRP order or why I got it, they would have to go into, they would have to go to my oil page to see, you know, the benefits and all of that. So, I mean, it's different for everyone. I know that, I mean, I feel like I would get more engagement on my personal page if I just kept consistently posting on there about oils because, you know, it is a part of your life. And once you own that and you own that you're, you know, you are the oil girl or you are the oil guy or, you know, people can come to you for those things, then I don't think it should be a problem keeping them together on one page. But I mean, I just kind of started off having 2 pages. So I just kind of ran with it. And then, it's been pretty successful for me just because I feel like I'm really good at social media and graphics. So I was able to really find what worked for me, but just know that that's not required of you in order to grow your business. Because I have a lot of new sharers coming up that are like, oh, but I don't even have a lot of people that I'm following on social media, or people don't follow me, or I don't post a lot on social media. So I don't think I can do this business. And I just share with them that, you know, whatever type of method you choose of communication, like how Ashley said, she started off, you know, making her hundreds list and emailing, calling and texting, whatever way you contact with people or whatever your strong skill set is, that's what you should go with at first, and not be like, oh, I don't know how to really email people or call people, so I can't build the business. I can only do it on social media. But it's whatever works for you and vice versa. I didn't expect to say all of that, but I kind of went off of the oil page thing. But I mean, yeah, like, I mean, at this point, it's kind of just up to you and what you can keep up with. And just know that there's no like cookie cutter version of how you should run your social media. But just know that you just always be authentic, however way you communicate with someone. And I always say that just sharing what works for you is the most important. Like, you don't have to figure out like, oh, I can't relate to this person because, you know, they're not a mom or they don't have a pet. But it's like, they could know someone that's a mom, or they could know someone that has a pet. And it's just kind of like this full circle kind of thing. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thanks, Kareen. That was awesome. So if you do want to create your own page, just own it, right? Like Kareen said, you just own it. And so post whether you have followers or not. One of my mom friends, she is like a new mom blogger influencer, and she didn't have she just started her page like a year ago, I think. And she was so consistent in her posts and connecting and representing brands and these beautiful photos and all that. And I've just seen her followers just rise so high in the last year because she was so consistent, and she knew her brand, and she owned it. and just kept up with the posting and the sharing. And yeah, it was cool for me to see a page from the bottom to now where it is here, you know? So, okay. When Kareen was talking, something that I wrote down was, you can't do anything wrong. Can't do anything wrong. So whatever your instincts are and whatever you want to try, just try it, because you're going to learn as you go. You're going to learn the lessons. You're going to learn from experience, right? Okay. Let me ask you this question. Maybe it's like a little activity. What are your favorite pages to follow? You can write in the chat, or if you would like to unmute yourself, please. What are your favorite pages to follow? People, brands, companies, men, women, children don't have Instagram. Whimsy and Wellness, Go Dress Society, Kareen's page. Okay, the next question is, what do you like about those pages? Fashion and brands, food places, local businesses, other moms, everything oils. Easygoing, nice appeal. Okay, it's kind of like they're easygoing, nice appeal, which means their personality is coming through on their page. So they're showing their personality. And you like them, you feel like you know them, so that you trust them and you're loyal to them. Aesthetic, okay? Personality and aesthetic. Pretty pictures make me happy. Aesthetic, definitely. Consistency, okay. Awesome. Brett Manrock, oh my gosh, he's so funny. Boss Lady's mindset. Love the words of encouragement. So inspiration, basically. So you follow these people and these pages because their personality is showing. It has a nice aesthetic. They're consistent in their posting and they're showing up, right? And they're inspiring you. So when you do your social media, your page, it can even be Facebook. It doesn't have to be Instagram. Whatever you guys want to do, whatever, you know, you want a platform you want to be on. Make your page show your personality, have an aesthetic to it, be consistent, and what can you share that you think will inspire people? You guys. Beth has been trying to get Brett Manrock to do oil of the day. Oh man. Get him on your team, because if you don't, someone else will. Okay? Keep trying. Follow up every couple months. He don't see me, help. Ask people around you if they know him and be like, I need to connect with him. Connect him to me. If I give you a sample, will you give it to him? He'd be so good at oils for sure. My friend actually did his financing. He just bought 2 houses in the last couple of years. Should I ask my friend for you? Okay. Dash, tell Jonah. Jonah would be so good. Okay. So when we're talking about, I know Shauna was like, I kind of need help with my brand. And when you're thinking about, okay, what is my brand? Just think about what's important to you. Write it down. And then are those topics that you want to share on your page, right? And then think about, you know, when you're taking these photos, did somebody say they need nice photos? Alyssa, your photos are so nice. Oh, you can't find the right filter. Okay, yes, I'll share that with you. Okay, so let's talk about aesthetic really quick. We only have 20 minutes and there's so much to talk about with social media. Okay, let's talk about aesthetic real quick. First of all, for me, when I take my pictures, I am very like, the backgrounds, the things around me are certain colors, neutrals, usually white background. I don't do too much green. When I'm looking around, I try to find walls and backgrounds that I like, that I would want to take a picture in front of. Okay. For flat shots, I'll use my dining table, which is like a nice wood. My kitchen counter is like a white marble. If you, hold on, I got tools. You can buy this pastry board, white marble, because now my kitchen has white marble, but where I used to live, it didn't. You can buy that for like what, $20, $30, and that's a great investment for your business if you're taking a lot of pictures on it. And then I just buy tablecloths or table runners, or get a piece of fabric that you really like. I'm obsessed with Chip and Joanna, and this is from their collection at Target. I love taking pictures on this. And just lay it on a flat table. My kids, what is it called? Their little play table. I just carry that thing around the house. Find good lighting. You don't want it to be too sunny. You want it to have natural light. You want your pictures to have natural light. Isaiah said bed sheets, perfect. Natural light and shade, so that the light isn't too harsh. And then you just lay out your stuff, or you use that table, or you lay out a background and you take pictures. My style is very like tropical, so I'll pick monstera leaves from my yard, or I'll pick tropical flowers and I'll put that in there. Whatever inspires you, whatever makes you happy, put that into your pictures and your brand, you know. And then I like my lines to be very straight, so you'll never see me in front of like this table with a picture sideways like this, because the table's not straight. You'll always see me stand in front of the table and my camera is straight on like that. So because I like it like that, I try to take all of my pictures in that type of way, straight. If you like the angles, then do some angles, you know, whatever it is. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed right now. Okay, yes, you guys love Chip and Jo as well. So as long as you're thinking about your backgrounds and you're kind of setting that tone, whether, you know, the backgrounds, colors of walls, the backgrounds of your flat shots, and then you can use filters. I use, my 2 pages have different filters because my personal page is a brand and my business page is a brand. So I don't want them to look the same. They also have different pillars, different subjects that I highlight. I use VSCO. At one point I did buy presets. They're not bad. You do them in Adobe, what is that app? You guys know what I'm talking about? I deleted it, that's why I forget. Lightroom, yes. So when you buy presets, you can use Lightroom. For me, it was a little bit too harsh and I was having a really hard time for some reason. It didn't make my photos look uniform if my lighting of the photo wasn't uniform. I use VSCO. And so when you go to VSCO and you have 2 different pages, or you have the same page, find the filter that you like and use that same filter for all of your photos. Okay? Ooh. Anybody have any questions? How do you? Okay, VSCO, yeah. You're having issues with the non-uniform. Yeah, I know the presets, like, I don't know how like all these influencers, their presets are so bomb looking, and then you download the presets for yourself and you're like, this is not working on my photos. Some of my presets made me look orange, like my skin color. So I went back to VSCO, and honestly, VSCO is just so much simpler as well. So look at VSCO. And again, if you have 2 different pages, choose one filter for one page and a different filter for your other page. Otherwise, if you have one page, use the same filter. I always use a more like Go Drop Society. I use more of like a yellowish tone, whereas my personal page has more of a bluish tone. Anahia, starting all over. It's not a bad idea. It's not, like I said, my one friend who, the mom influencer, started from nothing, from scratch. All of her photos are so in sync with the same type of filter. Maybe she had like 5 likes on one, and then eventually now she has like hundreds of likes, but she was always consistent and always the same aesthetic. Okay. Okay, remember, if you ever get stuck, what is important to you and what do you want to share with people? Write those out. You should have 5 or 6. And you're alternating on your posts these important parts of your life that you want to share. For IG stories, make sure that you're reaching all of those areas, or you're designating a day to each pillar. We're going to call them pillars. And if you want to keep your page 1, announce to your followers, these are the days that I'm going to post about oils. Those of you who shared what you like about your favorite pages, it was the personality, the aesthetic, the consistency, and that it was inspiring. So how can you put that into your page? If we talk specifically about essential oils now, let's get into that part. What do we share about oils, right? doTERRA just updated their compliance list, and so please look at that. We cannot say things like, you can use oregano because it has antiviral properties. It kills viruses. We can't say that. Sorry. It makes it a little bit challenging in how you share. But you can say things like, On Guard boosts our immune system. And we can use all that support right now. Okay? Breathe supports our respiratory system. We can't say, when we're coughing and when we have a runny nose, all we want to do is all the breathe. But we can say, for respiratory support, Breathe is a really great one to add into our diffuser, or put a drop on the shower wall of a steaming shower with all the windows and doors closed. Okay? Don't say anything wrong. Just don't. Okay, and let me just really quickly just say the reason why is because, in case you guys are a little bit more like scared about the government and stuff, crazy. We don't want the FDA coming after us or doTERRA, according to the claims that we're saying that oils can do, because it can harm our businesses, but also harm doTERRA and the future of our entire company, and the fact that we can't share oils with people anymore. That's the reason why we have to be careful. Not because it's like, you can't say that and all that stuff. It's just, we want to protect our businesses and doTERRA and ourselves and people, because we want to use oils in the future. We don't want the FDA or the government to come down on us and be like, you cannot claim those things. Okay, awesome. doTERRA has launched a program called doTERRA Social. You do have to pay for it, but it's something similar to Canva, and it also gives you a whole library of ideas and posts, like pictures and graphics that you can use and take, and then you can schedule your posts on social media. It's cool, but the book is not compliant. No, the Essential Life book is not. It's a resource, and it's not doTERRA. And so if you look up, oregano, it will say antiviral properties. It will say frankincense has anti-cancer properties. But when you go on doTERRA.com and you'll see what it says under oregano, it won't say that. Good? Okay, we got this, you guys. Yeah, I guess not. Maybe not. I used to read from the book and do the videos, but just more recently, now that things are kind of getting like we're being watched, maybe let's not read from the book. Sorry, a little adjustment. Read from doTERRA.com. When you look up, yes, use the website. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, doTERRA Social. And I was actually gifted it from doTERRA as a trial, just to see if I liked it and what I thought about it. And so I've had doTERRA Social for months now. And I haven't quite gotten the hang of it. And I personally really like Canva. And so if you're not using a program like Canva yet, maybe try the doTERRA Social, because you're not having to adjust how you work Canva to doTERRA Social. But you can learn all of that in doTERRA Social. One thing that's really cool is that it'll suggest, when you're posting about oils, something that you can post. There's different subjects. You can post a DIY. You can post a product education, right? All about oregano. You can post a roller blend or a diffuser blend recipe. So when you're posting about oils, after all that, you have all these pillars and you're like, okay, oils. then in those oil posts, what do you want to share? Whether it be an experience, or if you draw blank, then grab a cool roller blend that you like, that you've been using, or a diffuser blend that you like, and just post that and be like, this is what it, post a picture of a diffuser going and say, these are the oils I've been diffusing. I love it. It smells like, I don't know, whatever you want to say. It smells like a spa. It smells like Anthropologie. It smells like whatever. And people are like, ooh, I want to smell that. Right? So post things like that when you're concentrating on posting on doTERRA. And if you need to use doTERRA Social, that's cool. I know some of you use OneDrop. Follow other wellness advocates in doTERRA, because you could get some inspiration there. I wouldn't say copy, but I'm saying get inspiration, right? See how they post, what their pictures look like, the subjects that they're posting, and then do it in your authentic way. The best advice I can give you is, when you share something, share it from your experience. If you don't have experiences to share, go back and use your oils more. If you're only using oils and you're not using the doTERRA products or the Lifelong Vitality Pack, it's time to expand into those other products and the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Okay? Is social like OneDrop? Social's like Canva. OneDrop is like a library of graphics, right, guys? On Facebook, look for a group called Oil. I don't want to say it wrong. Look for Facebook groups like oil graphics. Type in the subject, and you could find a couple Facebook groups that give you free graphics. I use a couple, but for the most part, I can't find ones that are my style. I like mine to be like exclusive to me, so I make my own in Canva. Okay? If you learn a skill like Canva, it'll make your whole life easier. Promise. And if you like the way things look and you want to customize things, it fuels you to be like, yes, I love this. Love this. I plan out my IG stories in it. I do graphics. I do our celebration stuff. I make my class PowerPoints in Canva. It's a canva.com. And then, yes, you can download it on the app, but it's hard for me to make things in the app. I just make everything on the computer, and I go in the app and I download it to my phone and then post it. Okay. Any other questions? Any of you using doTERRA Social or have anything to share about social media? Our upline, Maile, Isla Love, she did do a call. Okay, so she's hosting one tomorrow about doTERRA Social. So it's tomorrow at 9 a.m. and go to her Facebook. If you guys aren't on Isla Love's Facebook, Isla Love Wholesale Customers, I think, wholesale members is one group. Another group is Isla Love Builders and Shares. I don't want you guys to feel overwhelmed with all the different support from your uplines, but for me, I like to follow all of the things. And when I have time and I see something on Facebook, whatever, I'll kind of scroll through and I'll take what I need in order to support my business. Okay? Please don't be overwhelmed and be like, I gotta delete everything, or I gotta restart from fresh. But if you think it's gonna help your page, do it. Why not? Why not? Okay. Social media, flat shots, apps, doTERRA Social. We did it. I talked about everything that I wrote down. Oh, I'm sorry. This chat was going so fast. So if I missed your question, type it again. Alyssa's asking, do I schedule my posts? I don't have a system that posts. I post this on Tuesday at 9 and it posts, because I know that apparently it messes with the Instagram algorithm. If you're using something that posts for you, it won't let people see it as much, or something weird. Instagram algorithm is really weird. So I would set an alarm in your phone. If you do 3 days a week, if you do 3 days a week, go to your insights on your page and look at activity, and then scroll down to the days and look at the days that have a high bar, high engagement, and maybe choose those days as the days that you post. You can also see the hours. So see, like mine, it says Saturday was my highest engagement day. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, which is interesting. It also depends on when you posted in the last week too. And then if you click on it, oops, there's one other, oh, here. Then it'll show you bars on times on the next page. And so see, Sunday, 12 to 6 is high engagement. Monday, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock is high engagement. You're gonna wanna look through those days and then look at your insights and see where's your highest engagement on days and times, and then choose 3, 2, 3, 4, whatever, however often you wanna post. And I'll set an alarm on my clock, post on social media, Tuesdays at 4, or Wednesdays at 6, Mondays at 9, right? On Monday morning, Mondays at 6, whatever it is. Or you can kind of think about, if you don't want to use the insights, use both insights and then just your common sense of like, okay, when do I log on to Instagram? When do I like to scroll? That would be a good time to post something to let my customers see that. Okay, choose day and time and use that same schedule per week. Set an alarm and have your posts ready. So I save my posts in Planoly, and I have them all lined up the way that it aesthetically, like how I like it, but I also have my pillars. I have a list of pillars. And so I just put all these pictures that I take, and then I move them according to when I want to post, like what order I want to post them in. Then I'll type in the caption and they're already ready. So once a week, I'm going through, I'm putting all the pictures, I'm typing all the captions, and it's ready to post. So when my alarm goes off, so today's what, Wednesday, Tuesday? If my alarm goes off Tuesday at 9 a.m., I'm ready with my post. And you're not like, oh no, I need a post. And you're like looking through your library and you're like picking your photo, you're filtering it, and you're like typing this caption. Oh, that doesn't sound right. Delete, type it again. Oh wait, who do I want to hashtag? Who do I want to tag? It takes like an hour or two sometimes. And you're like, geez Louise, I just wasted an hour. Could have spent time with my kids. So if you designate time in your schedule, time block, I'm going to spend Mondays at 9 a.m. typing in the Planoly, plan it out, be done. Then you can do all the other things in your business the rest of the week, and not sporadically. Oh no, I need to post something. Oh gosh, I need to hurry up and do this. I haven't posted in 2 days. I need it, it's already there for you. Okay, Kareen, time block for social media content. Any other questions? Planoly, yep, you just download it from Planoly, and then it goes straight to, it opens the Instagram app, and you just copy paste the caption. Tiara uses doTERRA Social Schedule, which is fine. Use it. Oh, I see, but it posts for you. Yeah, it's up to you. Maybe you want to look into that, research a little bit. Does a automatic posting app, if it posts automatically to Instagram for me, what are my chances with the algorithm? Try look at that, Terry. But otherwise, just put it in your doTERRA Social calendar and then set your alarm, but you take it and you post it, physically post it into your Instagram. You can use apps to plan your content, make sure it's the way you want. Yeah. Another program is Mosaico. This is what I used to use, or what I use for my personal page. And again, you just put all your photos, you move them around to, you're like, oh, I think this looks good. And oh, I just posted a picture of my kids, so I shouldn't post another picture of my kids. What if I post a product? So kind of just move it around, play around, reach all your pillars, and make sure you're alternating your pillars. The only time you don't listen to your pillar schedule is when something comes up like, oh, it's BOGO week. And then it's like, okay, well, let's plug in those BOGO week ones. Or, oh, a new doTERRA sale just got announced. Okay, now I probably want to plug that in instead of, all this. Beth, my personal page has been taken over. It's so cute though. I love it. You guys are awesome. Seriously, don't be too hard on yourself. You do your best. Schedule where you can. Do what you can. There's so many times in my week and in my day where I'm like, gosh, I ran out of time. And I think when you're coming towards the end of your time block, just, oh my gosh, it's 1 o'clock. Okay, I gotta go, right? Kind of thing. And you're like, what absolutely needs to be done? What's priority? And just get that done and clock out for the day. And be good. You can always come back. Alrighty. Alyssa's tweaking on Visco and Planoly. Okay, any other questions? Otherwise, thanks for coming. I appreciate you guys and those of you who have shared your knowledge and experience. Thank you guys. Okay, I'll see you later. On Thursday, we have Oil Hangout at noon for 30 minutes with your customers if you want to invite them. And I'll be giving away 5 hibernation rollers at every hangout. I know Britt and Corinne were like 20 drops of each oil. You guys, where is it? Oh, Britt, I sent you that one. The 20 drops of bergamot, Roman chamomile, frankincense. What was the other one? And vetiver. First of all, it's super expensive. But second of all, it was all the way up to here. And then the rest was fractionated coconut oil. And I put it on and I was reeking of it till the next morning. And so I'm not going to do 20 drops of oil, of each oil. Even though the recipe says that, I might do 5 or 10. I'm just going to test it. And then I'll mail all those out. So if you want your customers to get a chance, for Corinne, 5 drops of each for you. Okay. If you want your customers to get a chance to win one of these, bring them to the Oil Hangout. And if they want to talk about anything, tell them, please. That's what it's for. It's for connection and for education. Okay. I'll let you guys go. Have a good day. Bye.